Hey, what's going on everyone? So in this week's video, I want to raise awareness for a problem that many may not know about, and we're talking about license plate theft. And we're going to try and come up with some ways to deter somebody from stealing your license plate. Now, a thief might want to steal your license plate because maybe their tags are expired and yours aren't, so they'll steal it for that. Or they stole a vehicle, so they will steal your license plate to put on there so that when a police officer pulls up behind the vehicle, they run it and it doesn't come up stolen. Now, they may not just go and steal your license plate and take it with them. They might go as far as swapping license plates. What that does is buys them a little bit more time, because how many of us out there know our license plate numbers? So you're just going to come out, you're going to see a license plate on your car, you're not going to pay any attention, and then the next thing you know, you're getting pulled over at gunpoint because that plate belongs to a stolen vehicle, which they think you're driving that stolen vehicle. So we don't want that to happen. All right, so here's what we're going to use. We're going to do my truck, and we are going to do my girlfriend's Maxima. For the Maxima, I picked these up. These are a couple of screws with unique head on it. They have some covers and an Allen key. And here's what the head of the screws look like. They got these two holes in them instead of like a flat head or a Phillips head. And most people aren't going to have any bit that fit that, so it's a deterrent. It's not a stop, so it's not going to completely stop somebody. And it comes with an Allen key that fits that. I found two kits on Amazon with these screws. One of them comes with the Allen key. The other one comes with a little bit that you would fit into a screwdriver. And so for my truck, since mine is on a bumper, I have access to the back side. So I picked up some screws from Lowe's. They are just 3/4 inch bolts with a hex head on them. And then on the back side, I'm going to use some nylon locking nuts, so that you have to hold the wrench on the back side and an Allen on the front side. And it's just going to be more work than most thieves are going to want to take. And by using a nylon locking nut and an Allen key, you're going to have to hold a wrench on the back side and an Allen on the front side in order to undo it. Otherwise, it's just going to spin. And that's hopefully going to be a little bit more work than a thief is going to want to apply. Most of the time, so when I'm at home, my truck's parked in the garage. It's rarely parked in the driveway unless I'm out here working. The only time that it's not parked in the garage is when I'm out, and so it's going to be in a parking lot, usually where there's people coming and going. So it's going to be a little bit more work than a thief can quickly do. So we're starting on the Maxima, and we need a Phillips head screwdriver. Remove the first screw. I had to cover up a naughty word here so that YouTube doesn't get frowny about it. So if you want to use these little covers that come with the screws, you have to put this piece on with it. I don't know, you should be able to, hopefully you can see that. If I had to guess, I'm guessing that this cover is not going to last for very long. It's just plastic, and this is Arizona. It's really straightforward and easy. If you can put in a screw, you can do this. Okay, so for the Tacoma, we're doing it a little bit different. We're going to put a bolt through it and put a locking nylon nut on the back side. I'm using a 1/4 by 20 bolt. This is a 1-inch bolt, and I'll use a couple of washers on the back side, just some small ones. Now, if you wanted to, you could just use an Allen head bolt. There are ones like that on Amazon along with the other screws. There's a lot of Allen head bolts on there for license plate bolts. Most of the time, they're just going to have a flathead screwdriver and try and get your plate off with that. So having an Allen head, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but we can do better. So now I gotta crawl underneath there and put a nut on the back side. So this is what the screw looks like on the back side. I can only show you one side. The other side is hard to see. Like, I couldn't even see it. I was doing it all by feel because The bundle of wires that you see in the frame blocked the view because it runs a lot closer, but you can definitely see where it's at. So it wasn't the easiest thing that I did, but it works, and it's going to be much harder for a thief to crawl underneath there and hold a wrench back there and get this off. They're most likely not even going to bother. And we can throw these covers on. I had extras, so I don't know if it's going to work or not, or how long they'll hold on. So there's one more thing that you could try to deter thieves from stealing your license plate other than just changing out the screws. You could also get a custom license plate and have it customized to whatever suits you or personalized towards you. That could potentially deter somebody from stealing it because it is more noticeable, as well as you being able to notice whether your license plate has been stolen or not. Not all of us out there memorize our numbers when one is just assigned to us from the MVD. And of course, links to some of these screws will be in the description. There's going to be a couple of different types in there if you want to check those out. They range from like anywhere from like $6 to $15, I believe. So if you see anything in these videos that you have more questions on or want to see more detailed videos on, go ahead and leave a comment in the description and we'll see what we can do. And until then, I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.